Oh, what happens during a spirit reading? It's quite light at the moment, it's afternoon and the sun's shining outside, so probably a bit brighter in the room than it might be if you come in the evening, and particularly in the winter time. But that doesn't matter, the spirits don't really mind what time of day it is when you call them in. Must admit, I don't tend to work in the mornings, but that's more because of how I feel in the mornings, to be honest. So it's mostly afternoons and evenings when I do my work. Anyway, you'd be here with me in my spirit room, or, as I say again, you could do it online. It doesn't really make that much difference. Either way, if you've got someone in particular that you want me to try to contact on the spirit side, then I'd ask you to try and let me see a photograph, or to see, or even handle an article that had belonged to them, that had some connection to them. That can help me to make the link more easily. But it's not essential. I can certainly try without that. And yes, we'll do that. I do say to people that sometimes the contacts that you get, it's not always a person that you most want to speak to, though obviously I will always do my best with that, and usually it works fine. But sometimes it's Mrs. So-and-so that kept the corner shop when you were 5 years old and that. And, you know, it's surprising what people will come through. When I'm open and we're sitting here together working to contact spirit, then it may be that people that you've known in the past come through. And sometimes you have to look for them and ask around and you know, try your best to remember who these people actually were. Because there are so many people, spirit side, who would like to be remembered by you, even if they've only touched your life quite briefly at some time and that as well. So be prepared for some people that you know, and some people you maybe have to look around for to come through when you're having a spirit reading. I've got my candle here, and I certainly read by candlelight when we're doing spirit readings and that as well, okay. And basically, this is how it works, you know, sort of thing. I'll be sitting here. Sometimes I don't actually need my glasses, as I say. I don't need my glasses to see spirit, so I'd probably take those off. Depending on how it works, then sometimes I go into a light trance, but it's nothing too much. But I might have my eyes closed. I don't need my eyes to be open to see spirit, actually, because it's not like having a colour TV in the corner with good quality sound and that. It's more like an old black and white set with interference on sound and vision and that, okay. And, you know, but it's surprising what does come through. But the thing is, it's not my story. I don't understand what I'm telling you. You're paying me, coming here to visit me, not to know what I'm talking about, basically. What I just like a telephone line. So that's an old-fashioned image, isn't it? But that's in many ways how I regard myself. The spirits at one end trying to communicate with you, and you here. It's their story being told to you, and hopefully from the images which I'm able to give you, the information that I can give, then you will be able to understand who's talking and what they're talking about and that as well, okay. But don't expect it to be all a thoroughly connected up story, because it just doesn't work that way. Not usually, anyway. Can be some surprising things come through and that as well, you know, sort of thing. To me, sometimes I might say something like, oh, I'm being told about an onion here, you know, sort of thing. Now that doesn't make the slightest bit of sense to me, but then you might suddenly go, oh, I know what that is, you know, I know exactly what that is, you know, just before they pass, you know, we were talking about onions. I don't know, sort of thing, you know. And sometimes you get given gifts from spirit and that as well. That's happened a few times while people have been here in the room. Often it's flowers, sometimes it might be sweets, it might be all kinds of things actually, but I always think that is really, really nice. I have tissues in here, as well as some water in case you need a drink during the course of the session. And the tissues, yes, it's not necessarily a bad thing. If you shed a few tears, a lot of people do in this room with me, and sometimes I shed tears as well, but those tears are therapeutic. They're often happy, tears of happiness, because you can be aware that the people you've known and that you've loved are still there. They're on the other side, and this life is not all that there is. They continue on the other side, and also it can give you that reassurance that in fact, you know, we ourselves will also continue on the other side. We close our eyes here and we open them again. on the other side in the spirit world. And there we shall have new things to learn, new tasks to carry out, new loves, new laughters and things as well. We'll be with the people we've known and that we've loved. And the people that we didn't get on with so well are usually much, much nicer when they've passed over to that side, because they finally know the truth and they know what it's really all about. If you've ever seen the film Ghost, and so many of us have, at the ending where Patrick Swayze is going towards finally going towards the light, and he turns back and he says, you know, there is so much love, and that is true of what life is like when we pass to the other side and live in spirit. So that's pretty much how it works. And you know, if you want to come and see me, I hope you will do. And as I say, come and join me here, or I'll talk to you on the video link. It'll work. Okay, so, okay.